So in the last video, we used a game character. We made it look at the camera, and we did this using animation blueprint. And in this video, we're going to do something different. Instead of a game character, we're going to use the default metahuman actor. And this time, it can look at any actor in the map. And we're going to do this in both animation blueprint and level sequencer. So this time we start from dragging the metahuman actor blueprint into the scene or map. We go into that metahuman actor BP. We find the face and we find the animation blueprint that face is using. And this time, instead of changing it directly, we duplicate it first. Generally, it's a better idea to not to mess with the original file. Always duplicate what you're trying to change and make changes on the duplicated files. And this time we start from setting up the control rig node in the animation blueprint, because this is the exactly same thing that we did in the previous video. So I'll just set it up real quick. Now, if we carefully look at this node before we cast it into the metahuman BP, it says try get pawn owner. So the owner has to be a pawn, and that's why maybe when you're trying to follow the last video, that BP you're trying to cast to is not showing up in this context menu. And by default, the metahuman BP, the class type of that BP is an actor. It's not a pawn, it's not a character, it's just an actor. So to fix this, we have to change the class type from actor to at least pawn. So we duplicate the existing one. Remember to always duplicate before you make any changes. After duplication, we drag the new one into the map. In this new BP, we click Class Settings, and on the right side, we pick a new parent class. We change the parent class from actor to pawn, and after that, your metahuman BP is not an actor anymore, now it's a pawn. That means we can do the cast. We can talk to the metahuman BP. We have access to its variables. This time I will add a cube into the map and make the character look at it. We add a new variable on metahuman BP to store the actor, the target actor. we click that eye icon to expose that variable, so we can have access to it in the level editor. And then in the level editor, we pick the cube we added to set up the variable. So it's like the metahuman BP knows the target, and the animation DP knows its owner, which is our metahuman BP. So it also knows the target indirectly. All of this is because we can cast the metahuman BP. So the animation BP can talk to the metahuman pawn and ask it, like, what's the target? And after it knows the target, it can use a node to get its world location and feed that information into the control rig. So the control rig knows where the eyes should look at. Here I'm fixing some errors. I don't know what causes it, but if you validate the owner pawn, the error is gone. So just copy what I did here and it will be fine. Here I changed the cube to movable because I want to move it when the game is simulating, so that I can show you the result. First, we drag a default metahuman BP into the map, and then we create a new level sequence. With our metahuman BP selected, we click this Add button, and we add our metahuman BP to the level sequencer. Now we can see the face control rig. It's the same thing as the nodes that we used previously. So the first thing we need to do is find that look at switch and switch it on, just like what we did in the nodes. Remember, we exposed a pin called look at switch, and we changed its value from 0 to 1. What we're doing here on this rig is basically the same thing. Now we can see a new controller showing up. That controls where the character is looking at. And what we need to do here is to set up a constraint. So this controller will follow the camera. After setting up the constraint, what we need to do is to zero out the local offset of the controller, so it moves to where the camera is. Now your character is looking at the camera, and you don't have to start the simulation. You don't have to run the game. That's a good thing of doing it in the level sequencer. So now if you switch to camera mode, you can see that the character is constantly looking at you. And I guess that's it for this video.